I just thought it was kind of one of those things people were talking about, and then I think it was about 6 or maybe 5 or 6 months ago I started hearing that they were bullying the Sandhills ranchers. And I love the Sandhills. I go up there every year, and it just kind of broke my heart, and so got involved with Bold, Nebraska, and I grew up with a geologist, so I know a lot about the oil business and how it works.
I think it's a dangerous thing to do. I don't have a lot of faith in man's equipment.
There really is no compromise when it comes to water. I think it's like water is our future, ultimately, and it's weird how everyone's compromising it with this pipeline. And it seems like the tar sand oil, everyone's acting like that's our last hope.
Biggest worry is the water, by far. We have, our entire economy is attached to it, but beyond that, the quantifiable money that derives from the water source, it is directly linked to our natural wealth. Without that, we have nothing.
You know, something's got to stop with these guys. They're spending way too much money to get their own way. And I guess I had heard on the internet today that they not only own the oil fields in Canada, but they own the refineries.
Okay.
And now they're going to have the pipeline, and it's all just to pad their pockets. And we got to put a stop to it now before this thing gets built.
So I think important that to say no to the pipeline, to definitely put into law that there needs to be some protection for our land, which is crazy to me that there isn't. I don't even understand that.
It's corporate energy messing with public health, and it's unethical, and it's corrupt, and it's sickening.
I hope that the governor gets the message that Nebraskans are not in favor of putting the Ogallala Aquifer at risk, and also that he takes into account that the Sandhills are an extremely fragile ecosystem that it takes decades to heal once you've ripped that sand open. So we'd like to see him at the very least reroute the pipeline away from the Sandhills and the Ogallala Aquifer.
I know that there's a lot of pressure from the big companies to bring it here, and it's really frustrating that so many people seem okay with just letting it happen and just assuming that because it's going to happen with these big companies, there's nothing we can do about it. And I think that considering that we are a pretty close-knit state, that we should be listening to the people all over, you know, not just to the influential people. We should be listening to the ranchers and the farmers and everyone.
We need to get our energy use under control. We need to get our oil use under control, and we particularly don't need to go after every last bit of dirty oil that we can find in order to give ourselves some temporary convenience but wreck the planet.